One of the diseases that can destroy your tomato field completely is bacterial wilt, and it is one that farmers has been trying their best to control or to manage it, but research shows that bacterial wilt cannot be controlled totally on the field, or when it happens on your field you cannot eradicate it unless you do some minor controls to be able to manage the spread of the wilt. So on my field and myself have been affected by the bacterial wilt, but sometimes most farmers, they go to the field and they spot it, but they are not able to identify that it is bacterial wilt. So if you are a tomato farmer, this video is for you. In this video we are just going to identify what bacterial wilt is, and then we will learn how to control it, or when it happens, what you can do to prevent bacterial wilt from happening on your field. So just work with me on the field. Let's identify some of the plants that has been affected by the bacterial wilt. When you see them on your field, there are certain things you have to do. After we identify, then we will talk about what you do when you see them on your field, and what you should do to prevent bacterial wilt from happening on your field. So just come with me. Let's identify bacterial wilt in this tomato farm. So you can see some of the plant has wilted and died. So I spotted one here, so I just want us to identify this, then we talk about that. So you can see wilting is one of the diseases that mostly when you come to the field you see crops doing well, very green, and they start wilting. So before I come to this one, let's check this one. You see, it is there, it is healthy, very green, and it started wilting, and eventually it will die. So some of the symptoms of the wilting is, one, this is it. You see the leaves are green, but still the plant is dying. So it's one sign of a bacteria. So when you go to your field and you see this happening on your field, quickly you take an action. Another symptoms that you can also talk about, we take a close look at when you see the plant. You see the plant very green, and then when you check the stem, you can see some brown color on the stem. So it is also one symptom of bacterial wilt when you see them on your field. So apart from the leaves wilting, you see that the stem has some brown color on it, and it's also a symptom of bacterial wilt. One other thing that you can do to identify that it's bacterial wilt is that you cut the stem and then you put the stem in a clean water. There's some whitish substance that oozes from the stem. It is also a symptom or a sign of bacterial wilt on your field. So let's talk about, and so when it happens, eventually the plant will die. So I'll also show around. So this is also one of them. You can see that eventually it died. So when it happens like this, the crop will definitely die, or the plant will definitely die. So let's go back to this one. So when you spot bacterial wilt like this, you don't leave them on the field, because it can spread, and then all your crops can destroy. So what you have to do is, when you see them, your first thing that you have to do is to uproot them. You uproot it. When you uproot them, you don't just throw them away. You just find a place and then you bury it. It is very, very important. If you leave them on the field, it means you are still leaving the disease on the field. So you uproot it, and then you just dig a hole, and then you bury them just far away from your field. And some of the things that you can do, or some of the measures that you can put in place to prevent bacterial rot on your field. One is you have to practice crop rotation. It's a very good system that you break the cycle of the diseases on your field. So let's say planting tomato this year, the following year you will not plant tomato, you have to plant another crop which is not of the same family of the tomato. And there are some crops with the same family. If you plant it, the same disease will attack it. So after this, you can plant, let's say, maize or cowpea on the field so that you break the cycle. Another one that you can do is you can do a soil drenching. I mean, this when you are going to apply your fertilizer, you can add fungicide to it, and then you apply it. So when you give it to the fertilizer, it will just sink or go down to the roots, and then it can also prevent bacterial rot. You have to also plant resistant varieties that can resist this bacterial rot on your field. But there is no chemical that it's used to control bacterial rot. So if you're a farmer and you see this on your field, and you are tempted to go and buy any agrochemical, it's just a waste of money. There's no recommended or approved chemical that is used to control bacterial rot. You just manage it, you uproot them from your field, you bury them, you practice crop rotation, and then you also plant resistant varieties to prevent bacterial rot from happening on your field. So this is just a short way you can identify bacterial rot on your field, bacterial wilt on your field, and what I've talked about is also a way that you can control bacterial rot and measures that you can put in place to prevent bacterial rot from happening on your field. So this is the farmer education on Farm with Samuel. Just subscribe to Farm with Samuel on YouTube and follow for more. So just join us. Let us plant today and harvest tomorrow. My name is Samuel. This is Farm with Samuel.